The Sullivan County mother accused of killing her toddler daughter wants a new court-appointed attorney.
Megan Boswell is accused of killing her 15-month-old daughter Evelyn in 2020. She faces 2 counts of felony murder along with other charges surrounding the case. Ahead of a motions hearing last Friday, Megan Boswell told the judge in Sullivan County that her court-appointed attorney Brad Sproles and she have differences in opinion when it comes to her defense. Sproles said they had a hard time preparing for the Friday hearing and he could only imagine what it will be like for trial.
Judge Jim Goodwin denied that request but told Sproles to let him know if it gets to a point where she cannot effectively be represented. Ansley Daniel was in court Friday when it happened. She spoke with the public defender today who said the judge was simply following the law. And it
turns out this could throw a big wrench in the plans for a trial early next year. Ansley?
Well, Josh and Sarah, Megan Boswell's trial was actually supposed to start today, but a delay in getting evidence back from the TBI crime lab pushed it back to February of next year. If the judge ends up granting that request for a new attorney, one of the public defenders I spoke with today said this could delay her trial an entire year.
I can't go into all the details. I don't want to give up on the plan for my defense, but there are witnesses and things that I feel like need to be done that we're having differences on.
Megan Boswell got a strong no when asking for a new attorney during Friday's motions hearing to decide which pictures will be used in trial.
What it sounds like is, well, he didn't get a good enough plea deal, or he thinks I should plead, I want to go to trial. You know, those are not valid reasons to fire your law.
Brad Sproles has been her appointed attorney since the beginning.
Our relationship has deteriorated to the point where we might be able to effectively prepare for the next year. Just have concerns moving forward. If we can't work together to prepare for a motion here, how would we prepare for a trial?
He told News Channel 11 their issue sent court into recess so she could see the photos being described in testimony for the first time.
We had to take a break, you know, because of some of the things that I mentioned, that we have just not been on the same page as far as preparing for today's hearing.
The judge's answer could change, though, if Sproles feels like he can't effectively represent her.
If something happens and the trial doesn't go the way Ms. Boswell wants it to go, you know, there's always the possibility that some higher court could say, Mr. Sproles should have been relieved from this case and a new attorney appointed, and we're going to give her a new trial.
The public defender's office couldn't take the case because some of their clients are witnesses.
I mean, the ethics rules say that unless the attorney-client relationship is irretrievably broken, then the attorney stays in. I think the judge followed the law and did what he should have done.
Gibbons says Sproles could have used Friday as an out.
You know, there's no upside for a defense attorney to be involved in a case of this magnitude. If you win, you're a monster because you represented somebody who the public is convinced is guilty. If you lose, you're an idiot. You know, you've got pundits on television critiquing every move you make, and you know that's a harsh light to shine on an attorney, you know, who is very capable, very intelligent, very experienced.
That's a good point. Ansley, what happens if a new attorney is appointed?
Well, there are a couple of different things because all of the evidence, which we know is a lot in this case, will have to be turned over to that new attorney, and that new attorney will then have to start from scratch. Well, Gibbons told me today that that alone, along with the backlog currently happening in the court system, could delay this trial at least another year. But on the good news side, at least this evidence will already be ready. They don't have to be waiting on the crime lab like we did beforehand. And it's unlikely the court is going to revisit what's already been ruled on unless there is new evidence presented.
All right. Ansley Daniel with the late update on this. Ansley, thank you very much.